Good morning. Another one of them days. I get really emotional. Think about my daughter a lot. And this is how my day goes every morning. I just get up, cry over my daughter, and think about her and everything that's been going on. And I just can't seem to get over it. How do you get over it? How do you get over your own kids? Everything that happened was so wrong. You know, she don't know how much she tears me up. Every day, every morning, same thing. I wake up, I go to bed about 9:30, 10 o'clock sometimes, and I'm up at 3:30, 4 o'clock every morning. My body's like, okay, enough sleep, get up. So then I'm up all morning. And this is all I think about is my daughter. My son, he kind of blew it with me, but I mean, I still love him. He's my child, but that's all he ever does is just abuse me and call me names. And I'm a piece of shit. And I'm a this, I'm a that. But I've dealt with my son for like I've dealt with my son for the last 4 years. And all he does is treat me like shit, calls me names, especially when he doesn't get his way. You know, and it's just like, but yet he calls me every time he needs something. You know, the last time I heard from him, he just texted. The only text I got from him was him calling me a bitch. I haven't heard from him in probably, a week? And then all he texts me is, and says, bitch. That's it. Now, why would I want, as a mother, to get text messages like that from my child, and for what? Because I'm not, like kissing his ass and doing everything he wants me to do. No, you gotta earn that shit. He thinks everything just has to be handed to him. Well, that's not how life works. You gotta work for everything that you get. That truck didn't get handed to me. I worked for that truck. I watched 2 people die for that truck. Caregiving. Because I was the only one there for that person. So his appreciation was to buy me a brand new truck. Which I didn't want to take, but I appreciated it. Nobody's ever wanted to buy me a $50,000 truck before, no exception. I mean, no expectations in return, it's just, but I don't know, I live a miserable life without my kids. I sit here and I think, what happened? What happened? What did I do wrong? I didn't do anything wrong. I was a good mom to my kids. Even though my daughter claims her whole life with me was miserable. How can that be possible? How can your whole life with me be so miserable? Your life with me was not miserable. Corey told you that shit. You just don't get over your kids, especially when it's not right. The whole situation went down. And the last person that I talked to right before I went into the courtroom was Corey Dow. She told me what a good job I was doing, and then she was gonna give me my kids back, recommend me to get my kids back. Yeah, Corey Dow, same bitch that turned around and adopted my daughter. Yeah, right before we went into the courtroom. Oh, you're doing such a good job. We're gonna recommend you get your kids back. All I heard was terminate, parental rights terminated. I'm like, I look at Corey Dow and I said, you just told me you were going to give me my kids back. I was doing such a good job. She goes, no, I didn't. I'm like, oh my God, yes, you did. How do you make something like that up? Come on. How do you make something like that up? You know, I mean, I'm not that intelligent to be making shit up. You know, especially keeping up lies. I don't lie. I'm not a very good liar at all. You know? Well, come have a seat, Chewy. No, I don't lie very good. I'm not a liar. And I can tell you the same exact story, word for word, 20 years from now. Can Corey Dow? No. She'll get all mixed up and I don't remember. But I can tell you everything word for word, exactly how everything went down, what was said, everything. But nobody else can because they're lying. People that lie they get confused easy. You know, they get frustrated. They get, you know, I don't. I get pissed because I say the same thing over and over and over again. Not that I've memorized it, but that's because it actually happened that way. But nobody believes me. Not one person, not even my own daughter. You know how devastating that is for your own child not to believe you when you were close at one point, and now all of a sudden the state worker adopts her, and her whole life with me was so miserable. I was the worst parent ever, and I beat her. Why would you go around and tell people that? I never did that to you, and you know I never beat you or put my hands on you or Josh. I just don't get it. I don't understand it. And I still don't. She's out there living a happy life, and I'm sitting here miserable, you know, because she don't talk to me. She don't, nothing. I mean, I've said stuff to her that a mother probably shouldn't have said to her kid, but you know what? That's just how pissed off I got because she just doesn't believe me, and it just irritates me really bad because she took the word of a state worker over her own mother. How do you deal with that? So, this is what I deal with every day. My kids, my daughter. And it's miserable. My niece, everybody's just miserable. You know, I've given my niece so many chances, Katie. I've given her so many chances, you know, to do the right things with me, to, you know, stop lying on me. You know, I'm the only one there for her. You know, I have been for the last 10 years, but yet I always seem to be the bad guy. Why is that? I don't know. I don't get it. I'm a good person. I'm not a bad person. You know, I'm just sick of everybody's bullshit. That's what it is. You know, I hate liars. I can't stand liars. And I can't stand thieves. Like I told my daughter, there ain't no here or here. There's just straight in between with me. You know, you just don't play with people's lives like that, you know, especially when it comes to their mental state. In my mental state, I just, I'll never be in a relationship because I can't. I can't handle it. I can't handle the petty bullshit games. I don't even leave my house, you know, unless I absolutely have to, because I don't deal with people very well. You know, because people are so stupid and ignorant and they just have no manners at all. If the whole world was like me, we'd be in good shape. I don't know. I'm sick of crying. I'm sick of going through bullshit over my kids. They obviously don't care about me, so why can't I move on? It's pretty sad, actually. I wish they cared as much as I did. But then when you haven't had the things growing up that you probably do now, you know, you just tend to take things more serious, I guess. You know, things are more important to you. Like me not having a mom growing up my whole life, that's all I've ever wanted was a mom. You know, and not having a mom growing up. And then for my kids to just treat me like this, and I just don't, how do you deal with that? You don't deal with that. You just want to choke somebody and say, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why would you do that to me? You know, I'm your mom. Why would you do that? I'm the only one that really truly loves you. Corey Dow don't love you, you know? And if Corey Dow was right, wouldn't you think she'd be encouraging my daughter to talk to me and get a relationship back with me? No, she didn't. She lied on me. Told my daughter a bunch of bullshit about me. I don't even know everything she said. I don't even know everything she told my daughter. My daughter won't even give me the time of day to explain anything. She just wants to move on and leave everything in the past. That don't work for me. I need to talk this shit out. I need to understand what went wrong. I need to understand what happened. I need to understand why. Why? I just want to understand why. Why? That's all I want to know. Why? Why would you go against your own mother and believe it costs a state worker and then let that stupid bitch turn around and adopt you and let her fill your head full of shit? I don't understand. I'll never understand. And that's what pisses me off so bad, because I don't understand. Why would a kid do that to their mother? That's just beyond me. I don't know. And then my daughter tells me, oh, get over it and move on. Okay, well, when you could tell me how to get over my own children, then I will do that. But see, I wasn't wrong in this whole situation. So that's why I feel so strongly, you know, about what's going on. And Corey Dow adopted Ariana and turning her against me, brainwashing her against me, talking shit that ain't true. You know, and I think the most hurtful thing that just tears me up is me and my daughter were so close. You know, when all this shit began with CPS, you know, and the same people that destroyed our lives, she let adopt her. But yet I'm the bad person. How is that possible? I just don't get it. I don't get it. I'll never understand how my own child could go against me for the same state people she hated in the very beginning because they were trying to take her away from me. Explain that to me.